Okay, let's get things started. A bit later of a start than usual. I meant to start at 4, but I got distracted while I was on a walk, so I do think exercise somewhat should take priority. However, that might just be me who thinks that. Who knows? Anyway, let's get started with some Domina. Should be able to hear it now. Yeah, looks like that's fine. Ah, hey me. Good to see you. How you been doing? Ah, I'm good myself. I mean, I'm pretty happy that we've got a good weather. I've been out for a walk with family, so that's all nice. It's always fun to have a break from doing just work for uni. And I mean, streams are a good break, but it's still somewhat taking a effort. Anyway, let's get the bot set up. Should be it. Yeah, there we go. Can I turn the music down a bit? Of course. Oh, I pressed quit accidentally. Didn't mean to do that. Oh dear. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'll turn music down also. There we go. And yeah, we're in hard mode now. I could do endless, but I don't think there's really much to endless other than it keeps on going. Last time I didn't really enjoy the fact it kept on going because every run I had was too powerful to really bother putting up a fight with anyone. So yeah, I'll do a new game in story mode. Also, hello Michael, good to see you here as well. If you're typing in chat, you have a chance to appear as one of the slaves and or gladiators. So do keep that in mind if you want to become someone who fights for, I mean, mine and everyone else's entertainment. As for now though, let's see. Immediately get you and me. Here we go. Just let me know what you want to be. I'll try and train you to the best of my ability. Hire employees, we're wanting to get ourselves architect, Baber, and a sacred oath. Give you max weapon training, got it. Weapon training all the way up. Since it's early games, some AI still though. We do need some good training in there for AI. As for this guy, they'll have AI, some agility. There we go. I'll do it for them. I'll make them of less and I'll immediately send them into battle in the pits. What's your aggro? Oh, it's not a great aggro. You don't want evasion and turtle, that's just going to mean you have very long fights. We might try and get you killed off at some point, as mean as it does sound. We'll need to see how it goes. For now though, we need to get a pit fight. I wonder against you. Let's see how we do against Michael, or Acculator as his name is on Twitch. How do you feel? Do you think you can beat Plotius? Also, since you are new to this, Michael, you can do exclamation mark yeah and boo and cheer me on or cheer against me in a fight. Now, it does seem my guy is somewhat forgotten that he's able to attack, which is a shame. This was going rather well, until he realised, oh wait, what do I do? That's fine though, we murdered the majority of the crowd to get plenty of money. And we might even be able to buy you back in the next round of slaves, Michael. But, do you want me to call you Calculator? Let me know. Do you want to be freed of me? Alright, if you so wish. Currently have only the one gladiator, which is a little concerning. Also repair, auto upgrades, and here, prayer to Mars. Alright, I'll call you Calculator then. I mean, it doesn't really matter about what's easier, it matters if you want me actually getting your name out there on the internet for everyone to see. Not that anyone would really come along to see it, but it still would be there. What do I want? Do I want occasionally upgrade to gladiator way? Sure, that doesn't take too long. Let me get you first, Calculator. Brilliant. Heal you up. You got a high turtle and evasiveness. So you like blocking, you like trying to run away. Let me know what kind of class you want. You have a guy with a spear who also throws spears. Charioteer, we'll probably not do chariot races, they're not too great. We can later on get a person with two-handed sword, a person with a spear, a net and a shield, but we don't have them yet. You can be a person with a shield and a sword. You have two hooks blazed to strip your enemies of their armour and weapons. Or you can be someone with a bow and arrow. Let me know, I'll give you one of them. If you're not sure, then I'll... Ah, you want the bow. Well, I'm sorry to say that you have made a mistake in choosing that. But I guess that's how it goes for now. The bow's absolutely terrible. Unless we've fixed it. It's utterly useless. I mean, maybe later in the game it could be useful. I mean, if you actually get some good training so it does any damage whatsoever, that could actually be quite good, having some range. Alright, I'll take your word for it. If you're saying he's good, you've watched a lot more of this than me, because you seem to be ever so slightly obsessed with it. Well, it seems we have to fight you and me. Now, I would put in you Calculator, but honestly I think you'd die if I did that, so I'll send in this man. Who I forgot to upgrade the weapon of, so he's just got the most basic weapon he can have. Let's see. Honestly, I'm expecting you to win at me. If you don't, I'm going to be disappointed in you. Because Freaks early on can't do anything. Just need to get him killed off best we can. There we go. A little bit of crowd favour will be nice. That's all that we need though. There we go. Another slave. I'll heal you up and I'll likely make you Sizer for now. Honestly, you've got no aggro again, so it's not great. But we need someone to do fighting. Potentially we'll make a Valette. I don't want a chariot though, a chariot's not something we need. To buy some more water while I can. Got bladed armour. Potentially that could be good for the Calculator. Oh, you want to be a Valette? That I can do. It means you'll be getting sent into pit fights and hopefully getting us a lot of money. And very likely dying because you've been outmatched. If you die though, that's perfectly fine. I mean, your stats aren't too great yet. It's going to be a Valette though. We need Sagittarius to take position 1. You're a Valette. Here we go. That's you properly equipped. Sacred Oaths. Do the prayer to Juno. Pit fight in 4 days. You've got the next battle first. Well, you can even get the bot in. Lovely. The bot is going to be completely useless, but we can hopefully have some fun. Still don't know what happened to the last Valette though. It's a bit of a shame. He just died because he forgot he had a weapon. Do we want armour or do we want weapon? I think armour first. Get that. Buy some more wine, buy some food, buy some water. Purchase slaves. I mean, I really want to buy the Saucemeister Wild. It's a lovely name. But first we have a fight against Enceladus. Now he's got very low agility. He's got 9 AI skill. He's not powerful. This could be a fight for either one of you. Allegedly 37 damage in this bow. I don't believe that for a second. I'll send you in a me. Valette against Valette. Let's see. Okay, yeah, you seem to be doing a better job. Valette seems to be doing good when they're on the left hand side. It's not quite a pit fight, so there weren't as many people in the crowd, but that should be a good bit of crowd favour regardless. Get an extra 89. It's about an extra 50% from that, which is very much something we'll find useful. You didn't take much damage, I'll heal you regardless though. Got blade control. We want to get our way up to attack vector, that's the first thing we need. And I could keep you Valette for the whole game, the only thing is, they're only really good early game. Later on you can't get much armour for them and their weapon does max out very early on. Something you'll want to keep in mind. Yeah, let's send you into pit fights. Murder a few people in the crowd, get us some money. Let's see. He has a bow and arrow. He's not very accurate though this early on. So that should be more than fine. He somehow just shot the crowd. I don't even know how he managed to do that. But there we go. Some of the crowd has been murdered. Should be some decent rewards. We even got a gladiator out of it. Let's see. This person, they're not great. They come with some equipment though. So they should be usable. Again, very high evasiveness. I'm getting quite unlucky here. Although I hadn't actually looked at stream elements before. 99 aggro. That is the highest I've ever seen. Possibly the highest it can go. Change your name. Are you sure? I mean, I can change your name if you really want. Sure. He's a bit upset. Also, I made a typo, so I need to make him even more upset retyping it. Oh no. Yeah, he's not the happiest about that. Have some wine and a coin. There we go. He's perfectly fine with that now. Next, I think we'll want to try and do some exhibition matches. We've got humility. These guys really don't care for me at all. Give them a bit of wine. Then do an exhibition match here. I'll send you in, Acculator. You versus this new guy we just got. Now I'd like to say that I want you to win, Acculator. I'm really not hopeful though. I'll need to see. So far, you've not landed a single arrow. And now you're just blocking. How are you missing so horribly? Now that you've been disarmed, you might actually stand a chance because you picked up a different weapon. Oh god. How? How did you do better after you lost the weapon? It doesn't make sense. There we go, I'll get you healed up, give you a bit of wine for winning. God. Yeah, we need to get you a good bit of training in if you want to make you of any use whatsoever. We'll need to give stream elements a class. We can be a sizer for her. They should do a good job against people, at least early on. And yeah, extra attack, sure. Just send 30 bullets to the pits. God, that would be a bloodbath. The crowd would enjoy it so much. They'd all be dead, but they'd pay me tons. No Jupiter's blessings. Let's build some palaces. Yeah, this seems to be going relatively well so far. We need a new pit fight, that's the day after the battle. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. It's 2-on-1, there's chained lions. If they're chained, then they shouldn't be too much of a threat. It's just this guy's got a lot of attack, he's got a decent agility and such for us early on. I don't have anyone with good AI skill. Going to have to reject it. I've got a pit fight coming up, I can manage. Fine. Yeah, end of this day we're currently on. Oh, and we've got an event. Lovely. Magistrate seeks to build a cobblestone road in the city, citing that civilized men should not tread in the mud. Consequently, he needs strong men to lift stones. The legate is overseeing the excavation of a small quarry and also requires strong men to lift and move the stones there. Can lend the slaves to magistrate, lend them to gladiator, or tell him to hire more, because my gladiators are for battle, not menial labour. Got one vote from a May. What are you thinking, Acculator? Tell him to hire more. Got it. Both men are upset that you cannot see past your own petty needs and contribute to the well-being of the entire city. You've annoyed both of them. Well done. Now we've got a pit fight soon. Is this guy any good? He's got a good aggro. We do need aggro. His health's not very good. Sure, we don't have many people, I can hardly be picky. I'll take him. And pit fight. Let's get you in there, me. Go murder some people in the crowd who are minding their own business for the most part. This guy's even got fancy arrows. It's a shame he can barely land any hits with them. He's just running away at this point. I think he's going to try and pick up his arrows if he can, but his bow's been hit away into the crowd. He doesn't have any weapon. All you can do is run around. Come on, finish him off, me. There we go. Stop booing me. How dare you. Didn't really do much, but look at that much. Look at all that money, that's so much. Oh, I got, yeah, thanks to me, I got an extra 1 coin. But yeah, look at that crowd favour. We're almost able to get ourselves the fancy man to do the training, so that'll be nice. Save up for that before we do anything else all that fancy. And in here, I think we just leave him as is, potentially weapon blueprints. Yeah, we'll have him for a while still. Weapon blueprints will pay for itself in time. Okay, who do we send to battle? I believe yourself, Acculator, versus probably Stream Elements. And the only exhibition match we can do is here. So let's see. Acculator versus Stream Elements. Let's see. If you can land a single arrow, I'll be proud of you. That's all I want. You've landed a single arrow, it did absolutely no damage. You know what? Your accuracy's fine. That's good enough. I'm really hoping you get disarmed of your bow. Oh, you've lost your bow. Damn, you went to pick up your bow again. You don't need your bow. You need anything other than a bow. Why is the Sagittarius so useless? Why? You're not dead, it's an exhibition match, you won't be dying. You have been wounded. You've got an impediment now which will follow you for the rest of the... well, I'd say the rest of the game. The rest of however long you last. I mean, I'll believe you he's good in the end game. I can see him being powerful once he actually has the training. Just a case of getting him to that point. Yeah, you've got base health reduced, that's fine. You can just upgrade your armour and such, that'll be all good. As for everyone else, it seems they're all doing fine. It's every shot for 89 damage or something, attacks fast. Yeah, if you can get him to be like a Gatling, that could be quite entertaining. Definitely see Sagittarius being fun when that happens. When's the next pit fight? 14 days. We've got an actual battle before then. Got a few guys we could possibly send in. That'll be fine. And I'll move these two around. You have a better spear to chuck at people? Yes, you may. Actually, no, you may not. That costs 200. When there's a chance it just gets downgraded after a fight, I don't want to be spending 200. If you had the Faber Emiratus who'd restock it for you, yes, definitely. But yeah, not in this case, and also we're not doing this battle. That's just mean, isn't it? I guess send a slave. Yeah, sure. He's going to definitely die. Hopefully I'll get more money out of crowd favour than I spent on that slave. I got no money, that was a waste. I shouldn't have done that. Well, we get a new person. Good AI skill, good aggro. We can keep him. He'll be all good. Got weight training, we can finally get to attack vector. That'll make everyone actually effective at fighting except the Sagittarius. I could give more powerful arrows. Sure, no, I'll give slightly better arrows to you, later. And I'll keep gathering some stones. Now we can do another exhibition match. I'd say a May versus one of the races. Should be a good fight. Let's see. Who do you want to fight? Got some with better AI skill, or some with slightly better attack damage. I think probably go with this one. Yeah, pit fight's still a while off. It was 14 days when we last checked. It should be about 12 days still. Maybe 10 if I'm lucky. Let's see. I'm expecting you to win here, Amy. You do have the better reach. You have been hit a few times though, which was somewhat surprising. Get some AI training, a bit of agility and weapon and such. And this guy's only good as a meat shield now, he's not going to be staying around. Max health of 121, damn. So, if what I'm thinking about is correct, strength increases your max hit points, defense increases your base hit points. If you increase strength, that means you can have better armour on and it'll actually benefit you. That'll be something worth considering later on. Ah no, we can't do a pit fight for 10 days still. Quite a while to wait. I should give him some wine as well. I don't remember if I did before or not. We should just buy up slaves when we can as well. We need to train as many people as we can. Shame pit fights take so long. I don't think the employee, is it the agent? Yeah. They get you to fight in pit fights for free. But that's it, he doesn't speed it up at all. So he's fairly useless. Anyway, now we've built all the stone bits, let's get in some palaces with the architect and then fight this guy, who, I'll be honest, is quite worrying, but also half dead. Let's send you in a May. And seeing as it could go wrong, I'll send in a small amount of backup. Let's see. You do start chained, which is my main concern. If you can actually attack this guy, rather than just be attacked, then you stand a chance. Okay, I think that went well. Look at that. I'm amazed you both survived. And yeah, the reason why I'm a bit concerned about upgrading you is after that fight you'd use up all of your spears that got downgraded. If you end up getting downgraded from this next one, that's just 200 gold gone. Can't afford that this early on. Pit fight in 7 days, next battle comes first. Do we have any more slaves we can buy? We do. Is it any good? Honestly, it's alright. I mean, you can take Tiberius. You probably can't be bought because this person is still you, even though we renamed him slightly. We need to get a evasive roll next. I love a good roll. You get some cheese and butter on there, maybe some egg mayonnaise. It's a good time. I'm quite hungry in case you weren't able to tell from that. Okay, this is an interesting fight. We get a lot of gladiators I can go in. Let's see. expecting this to go relatively fine. Let's see, who's the first to die horrifically? Thankfully it was them. We didn't lose anyone. Ah, you're doing Ramadan. That's fair enough. You need to wait until the... Is it until the sun sets or at a specific time? I mean, if I'm remembering my terms right, is it iftar or something like that it's called? When you're able to eat? I believe that's it anyway. Yeah, iftar. Might not be pronouncing it right. But I do have a vague idea of some of the terms. I would buy more food and such, honestly I've got more than enough. Weapon train speed. You know what, there you go. You can have max weapon now. Maybe a bit of AI too. Oh god, one day until the pit. We're almost able to do it, Don't worry, we'll get you to murder some people. You have my guarantee. For now, I'm really needing to train you up at you later. Let's get you into fight against a naked man. Which naked man you wanting? Got one with more health, got one with less health. How do you fancy your chances? You're gonna fight the fancy man or Baroness? Alright. Sure. Honestly, I think you'll lose against either of them if they get a weapon, which they will. Let's see. I mean, you've gotten your accuracy a bit better. All we need now is for you to actually attack him. Oh! I don't know what you're doing. And the game froze for a second, so I especially didn't know what you're doing. You need to get one more hit in on him. Come on. Did you punch him to death? I don't know what you did there. You did win though, and that's plenty of AI training for both of you. That's brilliant. Didn't even lose your medium arrows. This guy now, he's got a good bit of AI skill. I might actually give him Sizer as well. Or perhaps Villette. Yeah, we'll give it a Villette. Get him equipped slightly. We might be able to get two of them into a pit fight. Still need to wait for the next day though, before we get any pit fighting. Before that, we get an event. Several military officers are on the road towards military encampment after a long ride from Rome. They're quite weary and dehydrated. Could offer them water. Offer them water in exchange for coin, or give them nothing. Now, I'm gonna be honest, for one coin you can buy more than this much water. I think I'm happy enough with option 1. What are you thinking, Acculator? Do exclamation mark 1, 2 or 3 for any of the options. And May's currently thinking we should try and extort money from them. You seem to be thinking option 1. Yeah. Seeing as I agree with it personally, I'll go with that. Men are very grateful and the legate appreciates your small sacrifice. There we go. You say free money. Free money comes from just murdering the crowd though. That's fine. 2 max gladiators. This guy is that a Sagittarius without a bow? I believe it is. Let's send in both of the lights. This guy's even half dead. Now this is where free money really comes into it. Just murdering the crowd. There we go. Have to love those authentic Roman death screams. don't know why the audio bugs like that sometimes. It is quite fun though. Now if we go to hire employees, how much do we need for a doctor? We can actually afford him now. Can we sell someone? We could sell him for 105. This guy's got an impediment, 112 for him? Sure. There we go. Sold him, we can buy him and still have some money left over if we need it. Perfect, this is us on our way to winning now. And anyone needing healed up? Yes. And I believe that's everyone. Now this guy? Yeah, it's you. You have the light Pugio. We need you to have a proper spear. Next battle's in 3 days, next pit fight is in 8. That's fine. Let's get to building some more palaces. We also can make someone not need water, so seeing as you're fasting and such, let's give you that. It's not quite the same, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to drink water and the like. But if we can get the no food one, that could be good. Yeah, take it off of you if you really want, it doesn't matter at all. Are we not able to remove it now? Oh no, yeah, you're right, I didn't have a remove cards card. Oh no. Oh well, that's fine. Not really anything I can do. Now, tethered gladiators I believe means they are tethered. It's also a roaming lion. I don't think this is a fight worth doing. No. That is a shame though. On the day of the next fight's the next pit fight as well. Oh, we would have been tethered. Alright. It's always hard to tell which party's being tethered in that. And this, I don't think it's worth spending money on anything. Just get mentorship. 1 coin. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Let's do an exhibition match. Who can go in? Acculator versus Naked Man. That should be fine. But you know what, let's do a tag team. Both of you versus the bot and the naked person. Let's see. I'm thinking this is a tag team which should work. I mean, one of you will get into the front lines, the other one will just attack from the rear, so that should be alright. Now, Acculator, you're not doing great. You seem to have forgotten what you're doing and just standing there. Just a bit of a shame. Amavo, you've managed to pull it off. That's us got some money back. Bit of training for everyone as well. Stream elements will never be the same, he's got an impediment. Do we sell him? We'll heal him up first, then sell him potentially. This guy, they can get healed. That's all good. Got 60 coin, that's enough for an evasive roll. Here we go. We're almost able to do some good stuff here. I should probably heal the 2 of you up as well. That's an idea. Next battle's in 1 day. Don't really have space for an exhibition match right now. There's more lions. 4 roaming lions. Who do I care about the least? I don't really care about this guy. In you go, Tiberius. He's gonna get mauled to death horrifically. He's starting in a horrible position for these lines. Both his legs fell off, seemingly. Oh no. Got some crowd favour though, that's fine. I feel bad for you, Tiberius. I was about to go buy another slave, but yeah, we don't really have the stuff to spare unless it's a good one. Well, I'm not too happy that we lost him in a not a pit fight, a regular fight. We need to get the pit fight done though. I wasted as long as I could into the day, that should be as much healing as you get. Oh, and it's going to be entirely villettes, the crowd are going to be massacred. Get ready. How much money do we make? I mean, a lot of the crowd were murdered, we won with relative ease, plenty of blood on the ground from that gladiator. Let's see. Ah, we made just shy of 600 gold. It's a little too quick though, you are correct. Yeah, but neither of you took damage, which is what matters most. We've also got plenty of money again. And money is very nice. What's also very nice is we've just been given a Mermillo. I do like Mermillos. Not quite got enough money to properly invest in them right now. Could do an exhibition match. Seems you're healed up at you later. Let's try putting you into a fight then. Acculator yet again. Versus... let's go for Mermillo. Or no, maybe a Frakes. Against Frakes, but we might actually want to put the sides differently. There's Frakes. There's Mr. Man for both. I mean, you say do an even match, I don't really have people to spare, I need to keep some people quite well healed up. The most I could spare other than this is a Villette and potentially Mermillo. I mean, if you really want, sure, I'll do it. It is better coins, you are correct. Not by a lot this early on though. Now let's see. It would seem that Acculator now you're on your own. I don't think you stand too much of a chance. Yeah, that has gone rather wrong. Plenty of blood about though. Should be a lot of money to be had. 150, that's good. Plenty of AI training and such, and no one got impediments. Which is lovely to see. You versus a Villette could be decent. I don't know though. Two Villettes against each other couldn't be too exciting. Give you max weapon, I mean it's already pretty high. We've also got meditate on you though. I mean, we need to get you some AI skill so you can actually throw the spears better. Anyway, the Legate bumps into you at the tannery. He notices that you have a rapport with the owner and suggests that you'd appreciate a good deal on a new saddle. The owner is a skinflint and degenerate gambler who does not easily grant favours when it comes to money. Although you cannot stand him, you sense an opportunity to win the favour of the Legate. I could whisper to the owner that I'll cover the cost of a discount. 69 coin, I've not got a lot. Could whisper to him that the Legate expects a discount. That behooves him not to displease the man. Or I can simply leave. Option 3, Sesame. Alright, I haven't seen anything else. Option 3 it shall be. After some haggling, the merchant gives the legate a slight discount. It doesn't benefit you in any way. Ah, we've got a vase of rolls. Perfect. Next, we'll want to try and get to interpretive dance and such. Very least want to get net defense, I think. Attack shuffle is good, but it's expensive. For all it does, it's expensive. Definitely prefer defensive shuffle as well. I'll give shield control first. We do have a couple of freakses. This shouldn't be too hard a fight. You can go in me and you can be accompanied by a freak, so you should take the brunt of attacks. Let's see. Now you do start chained, which is a little bit of a concern. You've managed to escape already though, and are just murdering their freaks. Our freaks seems to be struggling a little. We are going to come to his aid, hopefully. Yes, brilliant, you both survived. After murdering both of them. Ooh, and we've got Throwmaster. Thrown weapons do 400% of their normal damage. Now, that's going to either yourself, me, or Acculator. It's a tough one to choose, I'll be honest. I do think arrows count as thrown weapons. Yours definitely do. Bow is not a throw. I mean, I know he is shooting, it's just what the weapon's actually thinking it is. I'll give it to you, Wimmy. You're currently my top gladiator, I think you can do with it. And yeah, apart from that, do have AI reaction boost. Not great. Can you have better helmet? You know what, sure, you can. 60 coin. I mean, I said yes already, there you go. Exhibition matches, we have one to do. Pit fight in 9 days. Your skills looking, your AI is not great. We need to get an even match for you and me. You versus a Murmillo. Got a while until the next fights come by, so I'm not too worried about putting you in while you're injured. Oh, I forgot to give you your weapon back. You just have little knives. They're not going to do anything. I mean, still though, you are murdering him. And it's more even than putting in a match against someone who's already going to surrender immediately. It's certainly been less even. I need to give you your weapon back. That's something we'll need to have. Well, let's keep going then. Your HP's going up. This guy seems to be doing fine. Stream elements healed. Should we give this slave something? They're half decent for a slave, I'll be honest. They can be a freaks. There we go. Ah yeah, we just got the weapon upgrades, didn't we? That spear, 150. I mean, I still don't have 150 to spare, sadly. If that needs to be replenished each time, it's not great. And get 3 days, we get another fight. Should we give AI reaction boost to stream elements? We could get the Sizer doing relatively fine. No, throw is not training. You have agility, weapon, defense and strength. Meditate as well. Think for your thrown weapon, it's the same... No, it's not the same, is it? If you look at the Scissor or Sizer, for example, they have 2 weapons, they have 59 and 59 damage. If they have different on both their weapons, then those numbers are different. So the fact that it's not showing 2 numbers for you means potentially the thrown weapon doesn't have a set amount of damage. Not sure how that works. Anyway, Doctor, we need to get into interpretive dance. Got a pet fight as well. Both of you ready? Yes, you are. There's one of them. We've got the best helmet they can have. We've got the best melee weapon. Basic skirt, basic shirt. Same throwing weapon as you do. Just send in both of the lets. No, I'm not sure about sending the bow guy. Sending in an acculator could prove to be wrong. Imagine he'd just die. Which, quite frankly, isn't a great thing to happen. It feels somewhat bad if he just died. That got us plenty of money regardless though, as well as a slave with very little going for him. He's not great. Next pit fight, when's that? 16 days, that's a while away. Do we think you could manage to do a proper fight against the Frakes? AI skill 100 is my main concern there. To just measure up the stats. Your damage is double his. Your agility and everything are higher, it's only AI skill. You've got better reach. I might leave it for now though. I'll wait a while. Like you say, it's not the best fight. Don't know how I trust it. Yeah, let's get some exhibition matches in. Get the 2 Valettes training up. This should be mostly an even fight. I do think you've got an advantage of me. We'll have to see though. I did notice you only did 11 damage with your spear. Potentially thrown weapons doesn't actually apply to spears and arrows, it only applies once you've got the like throwing weapons thing researched. Which is interesting. Yeah, you've both got a bit of AI training from that. However, one of you's been wounded. Let's see. It's agility, you'll be fine. Gladiator has fallen ill with sunstroke. I can keep him training, or let him lay in the barracks. Basically, this can go either way. It can either be a good event or a bad way. Option 2, he can be fine. And option 2, he can also choke to death if you're unlucky. Option 1 just sounds mean though. Well, I've not had anyone tell me otherwise, so option 1. Manages to survive in a very weakened state. No one's happy about that. That was this guy potentially? No, we were already weakened. Was this 3 meloites? It might have been. AI of 66. I do think you'd stand a good chance against the Frakes. I'm really not sure though, it's a tough call to make. I don't want to lose my best fighter on what's essentially just a whim. Okay, this should be an easy fight. The two of you can tag team. I very much doubt you lose to him. He's got lots of health, so we do need the extra damage. Both start chained, which isn't great, but it should work out fine. Now, the AI always focuses, for some reason, on the guy with the bow first. That's who they immediately try and murder. Seems he realised you were a bigger threat, however it didn't really work out for him. Both of you managed to survive in the end. And got some pretty good training. That is in fact max AI training on you, Acculator. Look at that. Yeah, Acculator's still here. I think he's just trying to get some work done at the same time for university. Or either that or playing Phoenix points. It's more likely to be the latter if I'm honest, but maybe you've proven me wrong. Who knows? I could check now, I can just shift tab. Yeah, you're playing Phoenix Point. Ah well. That's perfectly fine. It's a good game. Now, we need to get more AI training on UMA. I think the best way to do that is get an even fight. The only even fight I can think of is here. I'm going to send you in. Let's see. Yeah, throwing weapons doesn't apply to your spear which you throw for some reason. You seem to be doing alright. It's a little bit close. It's closer than I would have liked, at least. Yeah, if you just keep defending, you are going to die. I do believe surrender is allowed. You might try and surrender. This is a very close one. A lot closer than I would have liked. Ah, damn. Look at that. Almost won. Almost. I'll just need to buy you back again. Need to wait for the next day. That was a good fight. Like, I had thought it would be a balanced fight. Just hoped it would be slightly more in your favour. It does mean vote, but now we've got Master Mimic, we can get you a proper class and such. All we need now is deeper humility, and that's us. Everything will be going, not exactly to plan, but it'll mostly be going to plan. I mean, it can't go too wrong from this point. To wait ever so slightly more. And you've not appeared. Does that mean you're a gladiator? Well, it doesn't. Apparently you've just not appeared. It's peculiar. If I buy you, I'll let you see your stats first, so you can actually get you some decent aggro and such. Because aggro is not something that ever gets upgraded. Potentially, we want to actually give this guy a two-handed sword and try and make him powerful. Let's give that a shot. Do we get the cards back after you died? No, we didn't. That's a shame. And here you are. Yeah, good AI skill for starting, but that doesn't matter anymore. Turtle and Invasion are your highest. You sure? You don't want more aggro? I mean, if you really want, I will buy you. Well, another buy me message. I guess I will. Against my better judgment, that was the wrong person. There we go. You want to be the Valette again. Got it. There you are. That's you practically the same as before. The Valettes are great. Like, really early on, they're all you need pretty much. Pit fight in 2 days, so you should be healed up by then. Before that, we'll want to potentially get some AI training for people. So let's put Frakes against the Frakes. That should make for an even fight. Now let's see, who will win? I'd like to say Artius. It's going to be a tough one though. Artius has advantage fighting on the right hand side, but now that it's somewhat been repositioned, Galenus could be one to come out on top. I will get through training eventually at the Doctor Emiratus, don't you worry. I'm going to go for Master Mimic first, because Master Mimic, if I level it up more, will get us even more training than this. I mean, that's max AI training for both of them now. Sadly, we've got an impediment in this guy, so he's becoming a little bit more useless. But still, max AI, certainly something nice to have. No, I won't send you into an exhibition match just yet. Since you are someone who's named, I don't want you getting an impediment. I'll wait until we get humility, since that's not too far off now. You will, however, go into pit fight. Your very first pit fight, having come back, and you're against a completely naked man. Now, I do think you've got an advantage against someone who's wearing absolutely nothing. Yeah, you've just stabbed him. Pretty much how I expected it to go. He's a bit of crowd favour as well. AI training didn't really go up though because he didn't fight you. He was just there. Now, you should probably buy some more food. Food's always nice. Architect, gather some stones, we're getting extra people in now. Next battle's in 2 days. Who do we send in? We've lost the best. The next best would likely be Stream Elements or this guy. Both have good AI training. We'll need to see when the battle comes up. By chance, a Vinter has accidentally delivered a cask of very expensive wine to your Ludus that was intended for your competitor. I could tell him it's the wrong one. Accept it for myself, accept and give it to Magistrate, or accept it and give it to the Legate. Option 3 seems to be what May wants. Does anyone have other opinions, or is that what we're going to stick with? And it would appear that is what we are going to be sticking with, seeing as now we've got you agreeing on it actually, sir. Magistrate is well pleased by your thoughtful gift. He still doesn't really like me though. I'll give him some extra wine too. Give them both some extra wine. Next battle's in a day. We do an exhibition match to get some AI up for people. I'm going to say no. I do remember seeing you wanted to have weapon training in A. Now you have Master Mimic, we'll need to put you into an exhibition match with someone. We need to try and make it an even fight, however, which is where the problem lies. For now though, we have an actual fight, and this is much more than an actual fight than I thought. I don't have that many gladiators. Who are we fighting against? Any of them actually all that tough? There's 2 slaves. Between the rest of them, they don't go above 50 damage. I reckon we actually stand a chance here, as mad as that sounds. I've got Master Mimic. I can afford to let everyone die if I really need to, right? Let's send them all in. Everyone but the slaves. How wrong's this going to go? Now, the valettes should be able to skewer multiple of them at once. The same goes for them, however, with the throwing spears. Let's see. So far we're losing our Banus. Stream Elements isn't looking too hot. Stream Elements is gone. Our Banus is holding on, not by a lot. It does seem we're winning. We've just lost our Banus. That's 2 of our guys gone. Possibly a 3rd that I didn't notice. Look at that. The only important people mattered. And actually won the fight. Both of you got plenty of training, especially you and me. That's 11 to both agility and to... yeah, weapon. That's great for early on. That's maxed out everything you need to. That couldn't have gone much better. I mean, we lost 2 people, but honestly I can't even remember who they were. I do remember one of them actually, I lied. One of them was the valette we had from near the start. They have gone and are very much not going to be coming back because it wasn't named after someone from chat. The chances we find another Urbanus is very low. However, that's not anything we need to worry about. We do need to keep an eye on though, is after every fight, thanks to mentorship, one of our slaves will get better AI. This time it was this guy. Hi Aggro, hi Turtle. I think making him a Frakes is a good idea. Frakes are now going to be becoming actually good. Now we've got attack vector. What we need is attack shuffle next. Then we can actually use Frakes. Can you fight 2 slaves? I mean, you very much could and you very much win. So what I'm going to say is no. You aren't allowed to. Instead we'll get you actual fights. Who could you fight? Make you fight one of the Frakes. I'll make you fight the new Frakes. There we go. That should be a good match. I'll put him on the right hand side to give him ever so slight advantage over what he'd normally have. Is this the new one? Yeah, 72 AI skill. Let's see. Seems to be doing alright. Ah, you've got an... oh, never mind, you decided to lose your advantage. You did have an advantage for a while when you're on the right hand side of him. Now you're above him, I do believe you have even ground. Okay, now you've got an advantage, you're fighting on the right hand side of him. It's very even fight this. I think I had deeper humility, I might have actually rushed ahead a bit there. Look how even this is though. I've not had to fight this even for a long time. And you have come out on top of me. Look at that, that's going to be tons of training for both of you. 163 AI training. Look at that. You both very much deserve rewards after that. I'll even give him a coin. Neither of you got wounds, which is very much the best outcome we could have hoped for. Because I thought we had deeper humility, which apparently we didn't. You're getting that just now. Now, something to consider is we've just gotten to the point where we have enough money to almost afford another Emiratus. Now, we can't actually afford one. However, we won't be able to get any upgrades to make them worthwhile just yet. So, what we'll likely do is invest the money instead in extra training until we have a bit more. You say buy agent for the pits. I've tried him before. All he does is let you arrange your own pit fights, which have the exact same cooldown as the actual pit fights. There's absolutely no advantage to having it. Yeah, we're now able to do exhibition matches without any worries. We need to get this guy trained up a little. He's not got as good an AI as he'd ideally need. But yeah, we got lucky getting this guy so early. That's deeper humility now, and we're not even a third of the way through the game, which is perfect. Perfect enough to try and get Acculator actually doing decently, potentially. Let's see, we've got deeper humility, we can actually have big fights. Maybe not quite that big. I'll give the Murmillo to you. Go fight a Frakes and another Frakes. Let's see. Yeah, you've been doing decently since the start. Surprisingly so, considering just how useless I find the Sagittarius usually. I mean, right now you're struggling. You're trying to defend. He is breaching through your defense, however. Yeah, I do think you are on the losing team, sadly. I mean, I see what you're saying about the agents. The chances of them doing that is fairly low unless you have them around for a long time. So personally, I don't think that's worthwhile. I think that's everyone's fine. Anyone using upgraded, or not upgraded, replaced arrows or anything? No, that's fine. Pit fights in 3 days. Still a short while until then. For pit fight, we're going to want to have an extra Valette, I'd imagine. This guy seems to have got enough training off everyone else. There we go, a second Valette for pit fights. Max strength, you're saying? I mean, if you want, there you go. You want to tank because you have no aggro. Alright. No, we're not letting you go free, Mr. Acculator. The woos, can't believe you. I mean, I'll make you dress up as slightly different person to what you were before. Ah, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. I haven't seen you in chat, but if you want to come in and say hello, more than happy. If you're active in the chat as well, you're able to appear as one of the slaves, so you'd be able to buy in here. Speaking of, I should really be looking at these slaves more often. I mean, I can train slaves up quite easily at this point. In here, let's get a tack shuffle, we've got enough money for that. And we've got a pit fight. We are slightly late on it, I got distracted by being followed. Which is fine. I'm happy enough getting distracted by that. I believe that makes him the 50th follower, so now I just need to get average viewers up and I'll be an affiliate on Twitch. I'll be able to get channel points and I'll be able to use bits in order to get fancy gladiators. Anyway, 2 people in a pit fight. Okay, we've got Sagittarius, shouldn't be too worrying. We don't know what their actual thing is. I'd imagine their arrows aren't that bad. This guy's got a wooden gladius. This Villette's a little worrying. Actually, yeah, that is a very worrying Villette. He's got the best throwing weapon they're allowed. There's going to be a lot of damage coming in. I might want to send in this guy. He has an impediment, he'll be good as a shield. Hopefully. Let's see. It's going to be a very risky fight. Yeah, we've lost the shield we brought along. We've almost lost a second Villette. And you might be able to do this solo. I'm very doubtful though. Yeah, there we go. You're all dead now. Ah, hey John, lots of free. If you've been watching for a while, that's fine. But look at all that money. I do think that's 50 followers anyway. Let me quickly check my Twitch channel. I just need to make sure. I don't want to be celebrating prematurely. I'm at 51 followers apparently. Oh, I apparently missed the 50th. Oh well. I don't know how that works. It's between 50 and 51. Let's just say I've got 50 and a half. Don't really know how you get half a follower, but let's just pretend that's fine. I need to check the actual follower list, I'll add it up manually later. All I need now is average viewers going up, which I think's been going up fairly alright, thanks to the idea I had of monitoring my streams for quality, as I say. What I'm actually doing is I'm actually just trying to cheat and get an extra viewing. And I'll make you Villette again. How you doing, by the way, John Lots of Free? Your meds and such doing okay for your, like, toenail was it, I believe you said before? Managing to eat alright and everything. I believe I asked you when I saw you most recently after that. Just want to check in, make sure you're still doing fine. Any luck looking for new jobs as well? Because that other one didn't really pan out for you, sadly. AI reaction boost, that can go to him. Oh, and we're even fighting you, John Lots Free. Let's see if we can murder you all that efficiently. We've just lost most of the gladiators, so I'm not the most hopeful, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'll send in them. Let's see. I'm hoping the fact I've got the Murmillo with a two-handed weapon will come in handy. We've lost the Frakes. We're gonna lose the Murmillo too, aren't we? He put up a good fight. I think we've just lost all the gladiators. Oh dear. Who do we have left? I mean, we've still got you, Acculator. We've got the new me. I just replaced you a second ago. Got stream elements. Everyone loves stream elements. Oh, this is going horribly wrong. We're gonna need a slicer. Ah, you got a new bank card. That's pretty good. It's always fun being able to spend money. I'm very much worried about what's going to be happening with all my people though. I might want to just buy a gladiator. I mean, yeah, it's you, John Wants a Free. I feel that's fine. I can justify spending money on a gladiator where it's actually someone from Twitch chat. I'll upgrade anything that's all that damaged. There we go. That should be him, easy enough to repair. Now you are freaks, I do apologise for that, you're the most boring. But that should be more than fine enough, I'd imagine. Now, do we want to try and get a Faber Emiratus? Is that something we want yet? Don't believe it is. If we get a faster production card, I believe it is, make him twice as fast upgrade stuff, we'll get a Faber Emiratus. For now though, we're going to need to be very careful, because we've lost everyone. We need to buy them all back, train them up. I'm liking this harder mode though. Like before, if I got this Doctor Emiratus back quickly, everyone would just die to my gladiators. So it's nice to actually have some challenge in here. I might need to start rethinking things. Just a very nice thing to have to worry about. Because I'm used to just blindly chucking gladiators in. Let's see. 2 injured people against 1 barely injured person and something. Let's see. Well, you seem to be doing alright actually, sir. You just somehow used your bow to do a drive-by just whacking. Alright, I'll see you later. Thanks for popping by at the very least. It's always nice to see someone else who I recognise around. Ah, you actually won Accumulator. Plenty of money as well. What I cared about most is that AI training though. Ah, military escort accompanies a delivery to your competitor. Delivery likely contains weapons and armour. I can just hope that something falls out of the cart after offering them some wine. I mean, I'm not stealing it, I'm just hoping that something falls out. I will wait though, let people vote if they want. It does seem that May you're agreeing with me in option 1, so that's probably what we're going to go for. Soldiers welcome your gift of wine. In their drunken state, some equipment is thrown from the cart into your open arms. How convenient. Yeah, we just got some free upgrades. That's always nice. Also, does anyone else need healed? Yeah, that person. Everything else seems to be doing alright. Yeah, now we just wait. We've got pit fights not too far off. I think John Wants a Free might be actually good as a freak, might be able to train him up quite well. For now though, it might be an idea to actually get a Medicus. I think a Medicus would certainly be nice. If the healing's not going by anywhere near fast enough for me. Building a bath will be nice, but yeah, we can get rid of the Sacred Oath now. Fire Sacred Oath, hire Medicus Emiratus. Not Medicus, that's the Medicus. Heal multi, physiotherapy potentially, Lazarus also could be good in this harder mode. You train max strength, of course. I keep forgetting to redo training on people. Physiotherapy could be decent though. I definitely could justify physiotherapy. Yeah, everyone else I think I'll keep relatively fine. Heal multi is definitely a first thing. Heal multi, physiotherapy, then just leave him to do his own stuff for a while and get extra stuff researched. Oh yeah, I should give you max weapon, shouldn't I, Calculator? We need the extra attacking on you. Got Master Mimic. Do we make our way to Master Mimic 3? Yeah, we should. We should try and get an exhibition match, and we've got 2 guys who are max healed. Got a battle coming up in 5 days though. Let's just buy some extra slaves. Potentially a gladiator if there's one going for relatively cheap. There's him. Comes with decent training. Yeah, sure. That'll save me a bit of time in training people up. Again, it is just the freaks, a bit boring. Seems to have very high turtles. I'm going to go for defense and agility. That means he'll be able to block and get quick attacks out hitting people whenever he gets an opportunity. Also got this slave I bought. We'll need to wait for him to actually get some training. A lot of bear remotes. I'm thinking rather than automatic yield, potentially want berserk. Yeah, there are some cute bears. I won't lie about that. Berserk could actually be good. The only worry is it comes after throw weapons, and if you chuck your weapon away, you're not going to stand a good chance. It's an interesting idea. I'll hold off on it for now. It's quite an investment, money-wise. I'll just get deep breathing. That's a nice, easy one. I believe we also need a few extra cheap ones, which I've just passed up in just the other opportunities I've had. Oh. I mean, yes. I'm not doing this one. Lord knows I won't do this one. This one could be doable, but honestly, the rewards aren't as good as this. Like, why would I not go option 2? I want to try and send you in a loan calculator, I really don't. I don't think you can manage it on your own. I'm going to send in John Lots 3. Let's see, fingers crossed. Can we do this? Yeah. I didn't really need to cross my fingers for that one. I didn't need to send 3. If I send 1, we'll get more training on that one person. We've even got this person, who seems decent. They've got a lot of health. Everyone gets XP, however, it's only AI that you get for watching. You need to actually be hitting and getting hit in order to gain any other training. So I do think it's better sending in the one person, because then it means mentorship can also trigger on one of the other people who you want to get stuff. I mean, yeah, they get AI, but AI is not a concern anymore. If I send them into a single exhibition match next to people, these slaves will get some AI training. Speaking of, I should do an exhibition match, shouldn't I? Pit fight in 1 day. Neither of these guys have good enough AI training. Arrange an exhibition match. Very least we need to send in a slave. Need extra training on him. Need extra training on you, calculator. Apart from that, stream elements. This breaks. And the other slave. Let's see. I do like how bright a purple goes under the R on that slave. It's going to be a tough one. It does seem the right hand team is losing. Oh, calculator, he has just been knocked down. Oh, this is going to be a close fight. Surprisingly, John Lots of Free did not come out on top. I had thought he'd win in the one-on-one. Regardless though, plenty of AI training for the slaves. Not enough to max them out, but more than enough for me to be happy with it. Yeah, it's good training all around. Like, we're up to almost 60 in both of his stats. How are you looking at you later? You're still not doing great. Your stats don't tend to go up through anything other than training, from what I can understand. It's a bit peculiar. Ah, Fear, good to see you. I've reached 50 followers. Now I just need average viewers up. This stream's been doing pretty good for them, so I'm hopeful. And just let me know what you want to do for tomorrow, by the way. I'm happy enough to do more Noita to celebrate the 50 followers. I'm happy enough to do any old thing though. Let me know. Even do the Barotrauma if you want. More submarine escapades. Escapades. Whatever you want to call it. Anyway, pit fights. No, never mind. Don't get to look. Celebration of Jupiter's immense and potent sex approaches, and you do not yet, or you have not yet, received an invitation to Magistrate's prestigious annual party. You do not want to miss the opportunity to network with other business-minded achievers in the community. Having no patience and no imagination, you consider sending a blatant bribe to the Magistrate to be included in the festivities. I can bribe him with coin, bribe him with wine, send a note, or I can do nothing. 1 or 2 says a May, 2 says Acculator. What are you thinking, Fear? Option 2. Yeah, definitely 2. Okay. He accepts your gift of wine, and I receive an invitation to the party. Lovely. I just paid some wine for no reason. Actually benefit from that. I feel cheated. How dare they? After successful defense, deal extra damage. That could be good in this guy. Definitely could be. Also, something I need to do is try and buy you as a slave here. It's a lifelong ambition of mine. And you're not in here, sadly. Need to get you as soon as you pop up though. Grip techniques I think will be good. We need to get to defensive shuffle. Master Mimic. That's brilliant. Once you've got that, that's everything sorted. You've got 200 days left. Even the fact that nearly everyone who's half decent got murdered won't stop me. Yeah, we can afford to give one of these guys the let's do it. It's not going to be quite fully kitted out. I'd imagine we're going to see you in this pit fight. Yeah, here we are. Whenever someone's in chat and don't appear in the slaves, they always appear in the pit fight. So, let's murder Fear. Today it's going to be what I like to call freestyle acupuncture, in which you get stabbed by giant needles that some might call a spear. I mean, it seems to have gone well. The crowd was very much murdered. Should be plenty of money. Oh, we even got a Sagittarius. Isn't that nice? Now, sadly, it isn't you, Fear. We'll need to try and find you. You might have appeared in the gladiators. No. Still need to wait. You'll appear in the next set though, seeing as you appeared in a fight, you're bound to. Take a while to actually refresh, however. Should probably move him there. Build some more palaces. We've now got Babs, people heal quicker. When's Pit? Another 14 days. A little off from it yet. Can afford to do some exhibition matches though. Like to try and get Fear before that, however. Ah, here we are. Be a Frakes, that's boring. Do you want to be a Frakes? I mean, if we buy you as an actual slave, you can train you up without too much difficulty. Get you to be anything you want to be. You do have good aggro. Not good turtle, however. I think aggro and turtle's a fun one. You want to dual wield, alright. So we'll wait for you to appear in these slaves. Should be another 2 days. Also, I should probably press tab at this point, make sure I've got everyone's health being checked. Yeah, no, that wasn't 2 days, I waited half a day. I'm very impatient, as you can tell. At this point, Acculator should get healed very quickly. As soon as that's done, let's go for physiotherapy. Physiotherapy is not anything too important. I believe Acculator is the only one who has an impediment. It's not even all that bad. But it should be worth having regardless. Got exhibition matches. Really want to buy you Fear, but you're not appearing. No, you're just being boring. Can't believe it. How dare you not appear? I just want to buy you as a slave. It's not as if I'm asking much. Guess we'll have to have an exhibition match without you. 2 Frakes and Acculator versus another Frakes, Stream Elements as Sizer, and this Sagittarius we just got. Let's see. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Don't you worry. Now let's see. It would seem one person's got very damaged armour. I don't think that's from this fight. We've lost one of the Frakes, I believe that was John Watts of 3 who went down. However, it would appear, Acculator, you and the Frakes have succeeded. Look at that, everyone else surrendered before you. However, as per usual, Sagittarius, because it doesn't actually get many attacks in, or anything, so I don't think its attacks with a bow actually counts. You get very, very little training. I might need to avoid putting you into fights to train you up through mentorship. If I send everyone except from you, then yeah, that would work. Letting him train's not great though, because that means he's never going to be in the fights. Ever. And yeah, like hell I'm doing that. I don't stand a chance against 10 different men. That's a terrible plan. Let's see though, can we? No, we can't buy you yet, Fear. How dare you not appear? Can't believe it. I just want to make you the Sizer so you can murder people with 2 hooked blades while stripping them new. Can we pit? 2 days until pit. And option 1's best here. Aqueducts collapse in the city and many homes are without water. Magistrate seeks help with the situation. Will you give at least 20 water to aid those who are without? Option 1 is just free and I get favour with him. There's no reason not to really. And I believe that's everyone voting. Not actually sure who's in the chat. potentially, there's still fear there, if you want to vote. That option 1 it is then. Architect's design and handiwork is well received, and the aqueduct is repaired quickly and professionally. Lovely. The legate's not happy. We're going to need to put on another fight. We've just got lion urine though, which everyone knows. It's a delicious supplement which you can use to assist in your training. Not at all to repel the lions. It's just an energy drink time. Promise, I'm not weird. I just noticed in my follower feed what happened. I went from 49 to 51 because 2 people followed and I just missed one of them because apparently the sound effect didn't play or something. In case they're still here, I did not see this one. I'll replay it. Thanks the concerned or condensed hero for following if you are still there. There we go. I do want to at least try and thank people, especially if they're helping me get to 50th follower and all that. I do it with you. If I can find you. There you go. I can just repeatedly play it if you really want, but that sounds like it just get annoying. No, I want to try and get to critical strike in here. That's what I need. Architects, let's gather stones. Yeah, you've followed multiple times. So clearly you are superior. However, what we could also try and do is... yeah, here's something in the event list. Can I play that? Is that gonna play? No, I don't think that's gonna play. That's a shame. I try to play the thing that says you're hosting the stream with however many viewers, because I think you did that once accidentally. However, that was with the inferior boss account on the phone. Now let's get nimble stats. I think we need that at this point. And we very much should be doing an exhibition match with everyone except from Acculator. With everyone but him, so that we can actually get the fight done properly. Let's see. If he's not involved, we stand a good chance of him getting a bunch of XP in training. Thanks to mentorship, it can only go to one person who isn't in this fight. As you're aware, there's one person not in the fight, except I accidentally put him in, so it doesn't really matter. That's a shame. My plan didn't quite work. My own sheer just stupidity has somehow foiled my plan. Oh well. Decent training all around for the most part. Definitely need to get some healing in here. There we go. Is everyone now healing up? Next pit fight is 11 days, next battle is 8 days, that's fine. This guy here is looking quite powerful, he's doing good with his riposte. Running speed boost, don't know who that would be good for, potentially Acculator again. Try and get him running around to pick his arrows back up. Let's see, what do we want in here now? Disarming shield's pretty good. Might be worth just waiting for the money for a Faber Emiratus. We'll leave it be. Architect, just gather some stones. That'll be fine. Exhibition match in here we could do. We have an actual battle we need first. Legate's wife visits from Rome. It's improper for her to stay in the camp with the soldiers. I mean, option 1 is me offering. I've done that before, she's refused and the legate's blamed me for an argument we then later had. I could just do nothing. I don't think there's a proper thing I can do here, which ends up with me coming out on top in all regards. Legate has expected you to offer your villa. Now you have to deal with her emasculating demands at a military encampment. He's not too happy. Didn't really have much of a choice though. That is a shame. Oh, we've got one of these fancy battles. A gauntlet's a bad idea, they're not too powerful. This guy's got the most basic weapon. Doesn't even have 2 of them as a Murmillo. This guy's a little worrying. That guy's also worrying. So I don't think option 2 is good. Over here we've got fairly low damage between these. A couple of slaves in there too. Plenty of food. Over here we don't actually know, but this man has a big sword. This man is a Sagittarius, seemingly without a bow. That's a slave with 2 pauldrons on. The only issue is 2 Murmillos. The biggest issue then is honestly half dead shouldn't be too much of a problem. Option 1 for food's good, but I want to try option 3. It's in a pit fight, we get to murder the crowd as well. Let's see. Send in some of the more competent people. And I guess for Sagittarius, he has a net. Potentially, the Valettes are going to just murder this guy whose real issue start. Yeah, that's one of them down before they even really got into the fight. So. Slaves in the net, not able to cut their way out. We've lost 1 person, I believe we lost for Sagittarius. That is a shame. Didn't really care for them though, so that's all good. Good bit of training between everyone, good bit of crowd favour and such. That all went quite well. Let's get everyone healing. Can you have riposte? You sure? I mean, if you want, sure. Let's give you that. Now, these slaves, do they actually have anything going for them? One of them does, one of them doesn't. We'll leave them be then. You're getting more powerful, your agility is doing well. Like at this point, I think you deserve to have some better armour. There you go, not a big upgrade. But who's my best? You got good agility and weapon and strength. John Watts the Free, despite continuously losing, seems to be doing well. 92 and 93, 51 strength. He's doing well. This guy seems to always come out on top somehow. Don't know how. I'll upgrade his stuff though, so it's not damaged. He seems to know what to do, this guy. He wins whenever I think he won't. This person's looking quite promising too, 85 and 83. think that's about everyone. So we've got a few hopefuls. Don't know quite how well it'll end. With a better weapon, maybe he'll do better. I want to try and do some of these championships, but they've actually become quite difficult thanks to increasing the difficulty. Who would have guessed? Certainly not me. Yeah, now we leave the Medicus to do his thing. That's fine. Faber, we could think of replacing. I'll get a little bit more money first. Doxor Emiratus, what do we need? Better dual wielding can be nice. Not needed. Can we pit? That's a good point. Yeah, we can. Go in my 2 valettes. Murder them. But nicely. You want to be polite when you do it. Okay. Ooh, no, this guy's a bit worrying. You got some big hits in on you. Thankfully, you did murder him in the end though. There we go, plenty of money. Good bit of training as well. Yeah, I'm glad I sent both of you in for that though. That would have gone horribly wrong otherwise. Architect, I think at this point building the apothecary will take a while, increases healing speed though. Next battle's in 3 days. I think go for mentorship now. Should be a good one. Calculator's getting physio, his impediment will hopefully get fixed. Next pit I guess would be in about 12 days or so, I'll check in a second. Detachment of Pompey's soldiers come across your villa, but they are without a commander. You think they may be deserters. Fearing that may forcefully take your villa, I give them respite. I can just give them respite, but secretly send a message to the legate to say I've trapped some potential deserters. Or I could turn them away. You could also yell for help, but that's hardly exciting. Option 2 I think here. I have to agree with you. Legate and his men descend on your villa, only to have a coward deserter slip away under cover of darkness with some of your precious wine. Legate chases after the men late into the night. He does not find the soldier. Well, he does not find the soldiers. He's pleased that I raised the alarm. I've got with 7 wine. Oh no, whatever will I do? Speaking of, I should bribe these 2 a bit more. But I didn't have time to bribe both of them. Oh, 750 money. That's a lot. Difficult fight though. Do we have anyone that stands a good chance? We could put in this guy. Don't really care about him. He's quite powerful. Very evasive. Let's send him in. No, the guy who always beats the odds. This man. I want to see him beat the odds yet again. Is he going to somehow do it? No, he's not. That's a shame. Came surprisingly close though. You got a lot of them to low health. Now, something I should be keeping in mind is that this is story mode. I need to be setting some people free, don't I? I'll get Netbreaker, we're going to get Marmillo training. This guy is looking promising, we'll keep him. That guy isn't so much. This guy isn't so much either. This guy could be good, he's going to become a Marmillo. The other 2 I'll train up a little. then set them free into the wild. Or will likely be mauled to death by a tiger or something. Who knows? Also, I shouldn't be putting Acculator in, should I? I should be putting someone else. Let's see. I mean, you say set free the weak freaks. I need everyone I can get who's even half competent as a fighter. Oh, this is actually a closer fight than I was thinking it would be. Look at us. You've gone down on me. The freakses have come out on top. Look at that. Plenty of training all around, always good to have lots of training. I'll heal up you two valettes manually. The others can get healed by this Medicus. I think John wants a free, I'm going to put him to fight the other freaks. I might upgrade him slightly. And he can have that. And this next shield looks quite nice, we can give him that. There he is, kitted out fancily in gear. How's this slave looking now? They're still looking good. How are the other ones? No AI. 67 AI. He can go free. There we go. This guy I'm hoping will work out to be quite powerful. Stream elements. Nah, I'm good. He can stay. Bot doesn't get to go free. It is but a robot. Nothing more, nothing less. And yes, we do have a pit fight. Good call. They're both a little injured. Send pretty much everyone in, maybe. It's two slaves. This Frakes worries me. I don't want to be trying to take this lightly or I might lose both of the violettes. Okay, I don't think I had to worry quite as much as I did. One of the violettes is looking a little worse for wear, got to about half health. But yeah, that seems to be fine. Lots of crowd favour too, and lots of training, which is also very nice. Seems when it comes to actually getting training from battles, having like an actual melee weapon rather than throwing weapons, that works to your advantage in terms of getting extra free training. Almost got Mermillos. Buy anything decent. Buy some slaves. Anyone in here good? Just freaks again. This guy could actually be decent. Comes with some pretty good gear, good training. I think I'll leave it be. Doctor Emeritus, go for mentorship. Ooh. This is interesting. I'm going to say no. That's an interesting fight. A healthy horse is found on the road outside your villa. Previously had little need for such a creature, but these days you dream of chariot races. Yeah, I agree with you here. Take it, then sell it. What a lovely horse. What a lovely amount of money. we've got Murmillos. Lovely. Think I will go for automatic yields. Don't want to be losing anyone this late on. You can immediately have fancy stuff. Not quite the fanciest he gets. There we go. He should hopefully turn out to be quite good. Let's put him into an exhibition match, however. But before that, we need to do some of these, otherwise we're not allowed into the last battle. Fairly certain we need to beat at least 3 of these championships. So let's give this a shot. I think John Watts of 3 does have the advantage. So long as he can get a hit in, he has an advantage anyway. He's positioned himself much better, he is 1 now. Ah, Big Nick! Good to see you back. Coming to test the bot again, or what are you up to? Because you're the dev, I believe, from before. Also, wild animal. Ooh, that's fun. Ah, just doing the runs, that's fair enough. Things seem to be going fine. Since you were here last, I have done endless mode. I got the very expensive guy you can hire, and then was disappointed that he's not actually been implemented yet, so he had nothing to do. Which was a shame. I think this goes to John Watts of 3, it has to. He's currently the top gladiator, even as a Frakes. I don't know if he's meant to be implemented, but I bought him. He was standing here because I'd expanded my Ludus and such. I may have missed some small things. I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't play for much longer after that. I'd been playing for about 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours. So I did somewhat call it quits after that and decide to just start today's stream rather than on endless. I bumped the difficulty up. The guys who are maxed out, does he do something for them? Alright. That sounds like something I'll want to revisit then, yeah. I just assumed since he didn't come with any training he wasn't properly implemented. I'll need to go back to that then. Definitely. When you say maxed out though, I'm assuming you don't mean maxed out in a couple of stats, you'd mean everything's at 250. Unless it's just everything's at 200 and you don't need to even have the overtraining and all of these. That's at 250, okay. We'll need to go back to that then at some point. That sounds like I'm very much going to have fun investigating it. Cheers to the tip, by the way. It's nice to know that it isn't a completely useless employee who's just very expensive. He does actually have a use to him. Oh, if you don't have overtraining, max at 200's fine. That's potentially something interesting. Ah, okay. That's fair enough, really. Something I should probably ask while you're here is, how do you train up the Sagittarius? I haven't been able to figure it out. I've had this guy since the start of the game. Put him into tons and tons of fights. He's been on the winning side multiple times, but his stats just haven't increased. Well, they've increased slightly, but mostly through training and the mentorship. Just doesn't seem to get anything, even with Master Mimic. Like, I'll give you an example here. I'll put him into a fight against... Does he have anyone he could fight who could be a decent match? I guess I'll make another Sagittarius. I'll set him free in a bit. Make another Sagittarius. I'll put them into an exhibition match, just to check if I am correct in what I'm thinking. So I don't want to accuse you of it not working quite as intended. That's because he didn't do a lot of damage. I thought that might have been the case. However, I have seen him doing like hits of 60 or so using his bow, which for some reason does more damage than his arrows. That's something I very much don't understand. Like 23 damage just there against this guy. 33. His arrows are doing 5. That doesn't make sense to me. How is that working out? Is it because weapon applies to his bow, but not his arrows? That's my guess. It is very bizarre. I'm trying to figure it out. Ah, they don't really get going until we've got Prestige 3, I just saw in the chat. I have heard he gets powerful later on. I'm still confused why the bow's better. And yeah, it's only melee that kicks in for. That's fair enough. I mean, out of this 8 and 8 for what was a very balanced and fairly long lasting fight, I don't feel that quite works. He's so hard to train up. And my current plan is just hope mentorship kicks in and hits him. That's because he runs out and doesn't have a backup. Alright, so if I give him a backup, does he get more training? Yeah, we can do a pit fight. We're not doing a pit fight. That's a terrible plan. Not against that many unknowns. So, let's try this again. I'll put him in. He's a bit injured, that's hopefully fine enough. You can go in with him. The two of them can then fight the Murmillo, that guy, and... no, those two. Catacombs is useful. Alright. I'll keep that in mind. I mean, even if attacks didn't go up, just having him run around a bit quicker might be useful. It's a weird one to get used to though, seeing as he seems weaker when he's actually using his arrows, which seems bizarre to me. How on earth to get 1,000 crowd favour? I didn't pay attention to his training, I was distracted, damn. I missed my whole idea. Doesn't seem to have gone up too drastically though. And everyone seems to be doing fine. Anyone needing weapons? That guy does. And yeah, I think everything else is. Yeah, might need a bit more balancing. It's just not great right now. I don't see much reason for him to have arrows and such when he does better without his bow and arrows. Alright, I'll see you around. Cheers for popping by. It's always nice to see a dev being active with communities. Anyway, back to the game and figuring out stuff. Ah, no worries. I'm enjoying it. People who come along seem to enjoy it. I'm more than happy to keep going. I'll probably keep streaming this for another, maybe a month at most, I'd imagine. Then I'll leave it for a while and come back to it. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. Great game. Especially for the price. Do we do this fight? I've only one gladiator, we could put in the best. What are you thinking of me? Do we send in John Watts for free? 165 damage he's got now. I'm worried about how much health they all have. Yeah, I'm leaning more towards no as well. We're needing to get more gladiators and free them, so I'm just going to buy up more slaves, release them later on. This guy actually came in quite well. 67 agility actually. Yeah, I'm keeping him. He gets to stay. Who's this guy? I don't care about you. Okay, this guy's maxed out agility from mentorship. Or not, agility, AI. Let's send him into the wild. He'll come back and help me later. Assuming I manage to actually win, anyway. It's quite a bold assumption, I'll be honest. There we are. Maybe fight these two against each other in a minute. For now though, I think we're able to justify firing him. Hiring the Emiratus. What are your stats? I'll check in a second for you. Firstly, before I do anything, I want to give that. Secondly, I want to do that, then that. That's all my cards being sorted. Now improved furnaces, then we'll go into probably blueprints. Then equipment restocking blueprints, advanced blades. That'll be my path. Might as well get endurance training and such now as well. And yeah, your stats, I meant to check. 93, 76, 23, 68. Seems to be doing fine. Get wind of a plot to assassinate the magistrates. Oh. I could attempt to have him murdered, let it play out, investigate or warn magistrates. Do you think this is something new to me? You're saying option 2. Now, I do like to take the moral high road. I don't want to be just doing nothing or anything. It's either 2 or 4 I'm thinking. What would investigating it do? It'd possibly get me targeted. Ah, you're back at you later. We had the dev pop in for a moment not too long ago, which was fun. Nice chat with him. And you're both saying 4 now. Quite surprisingly, discover the magistrate is conspiring to have himself assassinated. Whether he seeks to enact tougher laws or is involved in some political wrangling to try to gain sympathy, he's obviously a twisted old fuck. This evidence may come in handy someday. So maybe I can blackmail him, yeah. Lovely. Oh, you're almost able to do the iftar, or have iftar? Not entirely sure how you'd say it. That's good for you though.
Agreed.
I mean, I certainly could not be bothered fasting myself. I'm not great at staying hungry. You have iftar, alright. It's not sure whether iftar is the meal or whether it's the act of getting together to eat the meal. Alright. Anyway, pit fights in 7 days. We should do another one of the maps games. Let's see. Okay, we should be good at getting out of nets. John Watts 3 is my champion right now. I need to send him in. Yeah, sure, you can fight a giant if you want. I can't say I fancy your odds of winning, but I can certainly send you in. What we need right now is a lot more attack damage. These enemies seem to be taking a few too many hits for my liking. We've got a horse. And a lot of money. 5 times production. Okay. That's nice. Don't know where I'll hand it in. Probably if I get an Architect Emeritus. But I should probably just buy an Architect Emeritus soon. I've got plenty of money. This can go. Don't care about that. Horse, you can go. We're not doing anything in the Colosseum. This guy's been properly trained up. Let's get a Mernillo. Grant freedom. This slave, yeah, they've been trained up. And we'll have a let come in to save us as well. There we go. Let's buy some more slaves to put free later. Never mind, we can't. We'll not do that then. Looks like your impediment's getting somewhat better, Acculator. That's always good. Finished building a palace. You know what, sure. At this point, just hire employee. Where is he? Architect Emeritus. He will now work on... I don't actually know. What should he do? Just build a palace. Sure. Can you train weapon? Of course, there you go. And we need to give him 5 times production. If we ever get a granary before the end of the game, that'd be lovely. Mentorship 3 we now have. Think go up in this direction, should be nice. Don't really need any overtraining right now. Anyway, let's have a big skirmish. I'll have those two versus these two. Let's see. Does a May beat the superior Mernillo? I'd like to say yes. It should be quite a balanced battle. Disarmed one of the Mernillos. Seems that the lets are going for each other. It does, however, seem May's team is somewhat winning. It's really hard to say though. There's far more balanced to fight than I thought it would be. Yeah, this is coming close. You could still pull out on top of me. Yeah, you still can win. You're down to 1-on-1. Can you beat the tougher of the Mernillos I've got? It's looking tough. I've got a minute left. It could be a timeout situation. Well, never mind. You have beaten him. That's amazing. Well done for that. You can't just boo him. He did so much, you can't just boo him. But yeah, that's great. You got plenty of training and everything out of that. I'm glad we did that battle. It's much more balanced than I thought I had any actual right to be. I mean, yeah, you can boo if you want, but still. Seems mean, you had an actually good fight and you were booing it. That's fine though. Let's dig some coal pits. Get train speed up. Need to get more food in. Pit fights. We need to get you two healed up. No pit fight yet. You can fight the behemoth in a moment if you want. Think you stand a chance. I'll need to give you some better gear. It's as good as you're going to be getting. You can have them, actually. There you go. Once you're healed, I'll put you against the behemoth, I promise. For now though, let's do an exhibition match again. This time... Freaks. Just freaks versus a freaks, that'll do. The chest plate only has 2 levels. It's not very powerful. I think it's a denim shirt of some kind. Oh, you've just won already. Well done, whoever is fighting. I didn't pay attention to your names. A lot of money at this stage. Don't know why we're getting so much money. Yeah, we're needing to get some all healed up. Can this guy go free yet? Probably, yeah. Planning to set him free regardless. I got him for a demonstration. At this point, I think critical strikes should be nice. Buy some more food, get some wine, some water. An exhibition match can be done with the magistrate. Do you want to do one? Not yet. Potentially we want to wait on that. Nothing in Jupiter's and Blessings. We've got a battle in 2 days. We'll do that, then we'll send you off against the behemoth. Your HP's looking rather nice on me. I am hopeful. This guy has good health, good AI skill, not much else going for him. AI reaction boost, worth keeping in mind. I want to say put in him again. Yeah, if you're only allowed 1 person, put in the champion. We don't want to lose anyone. Now this should be quite the balanced fight. Yeah, if I get hit for a lot. If they get hit for even more, actually. Never mind, it wasn't too balanced. Still though, I did win. That's what matters. What are the stats looking like now? Ooh, they're looking lovely, aren't they? Almost 150 in both agility and weapon. Can you have better spears? I don't have any cards for it, so I can't. Can send you into a match now though, against the behemoth, if you'd like. Let's see. We're allowed 2 people. Do you want any backup? Just you. Let's see. I'm not hopeful. I'm not hopeful at all, I'll be honest. But let's see. He's not got any armor, this behemoth, so he should be taking big hits. Much bigger hits than I thought he would. Never mind, you've won. Sagittarius. And what we wanted most, reduced delay. Perfect. He now upgrades people even better. Repairs things even better. You didn't take a single hit during that battle. I guess these throwing spears are actually really good. Maybe I should have upgraded them earlier. Pit fights? Sure. Do you want to do it solo? Against all of these people who will very easily murder you if you're on your own? No, but we're not doing this pit fight, I'm sorry. I'm not going to lose people. Not at this stage of the game. I'm sure I've worried you there, I apologise. It's worth it, but I apologise. During the festival of Saturnalia, several villages are burglarised and their slaves freed. Both the legate and magistrate have lost slaves and seek to employ your guards to aid in finding them. Unfortunately, you can only provide enough men to help one. Help the legate, help magistrate, or no one. Now, May's saying option 1. I'm thinking option 1's probably a good one. What are you thinking, Calculator? I'll give you a few seconds, just because of stream delay. If we don't say anything, I'll just go with option 1 regardless. Ah, you're thinking 1 as well, that's fine. Lending your guards to Legate allowed him to retrieve his lost slaves. As token of his appreciation, he gifts you a beautiful racing chariot. Lovely, how beautiful. There it goes. That's lovely. Oh, we've got Enceladus back. Lovely. I remember having someone named that before. Can you fight the Murmillo? The best Murmillo we've got? I believe you could. You fought him before, do you want to fight him one-on-one this time, rather than with anyone else? Because I'll be honest, you're going to beat him. Oh, the champion? One-on-one, you sure? No? You mean the champion of the Murmillos? Oh. What do you want? You're saying wait now. I'm getting very confused. I'm just gonna put you against the Murmillo. We can always do a different one later if that's not what we wanted. I expect you'll win here. You should be relatively balanced, but you should come out on top. At the very least, there's plenty of blood about. Murmillo's just not got the agility to get attacks in. This is why agility matters. With agility, you get an attack and then quickly defend again. Oh, you meant a map of games. Yeah, I'll send you in against him in a second. You've not lost much health here, it won't take long to get you healed. Yeah, I've not bothered with Murmillo yet, have I? I'll need to get him down. It's taking a while. Just end the fight already. Yeah, let the Medicus heal you. I've not got many injured people, so that's fine enough to do. There should be a lot of training from that. 2000 crowd favour, 8 and 10. Yeah, that is lovely. Yeah, Medicus should heal you up nice and fast. Pit fights the day after the next battle. Should be good. That's you about healed up. Once you're at maybe 360 odd. Yeah, that's you fine. You're completely healed now. Yeah, you're likely going to win this. But I could be proved wrong. Let's see. You've disarmed him. Didn't get in for a follow-up attack quick enough. You're now playing on the defensive, which isn't good against the Murmillo. They can get through your defense. It's a lot more balanced to fight than I'd expected, but he's picked up one of your spears. He's not going to win. If he'd gone for his sword, he might have stood a chance. With that spear, he couldn't block or anything. I've got defensive priority. That's quite a nice one actually. I could go to him. Should also probably be given a better weapon at this stage. Just training coin can go to him. Make him even cheaper. Now what do we do now? I think we need to train up some slaves, then release them into the wild. Yeah, I believe that'd be the best course of action. Better train speed next, I think. Need to get food, need to get water. And let's go do another one of these. I believe this one's fine. Yeah, this one's the two giants with lions. This one's the giant where you have 4 people tied to them. Get your health up a little bit, mate, then we'll go do some fighting. Unless, yeah, might actually want to wait for the next battle to come around. That's a smart choice. Ah, we're not even against anyone difficult, that's fine. Send in the champion, we need someone to overpower everyone. We've got exactly the same health actually, to start, which is unusual. Normally, that's not something that happens. Yeah, the end game is not going to be easy. It's a lot of money I got. Good bit of training. These guys didn't get much out of it. What I might want to do is set this other Vlet free right at the end. I think stream elements we might want to try and get made better. Sizer is good after all. Yeah, we'll put them into a battle or two. Exhibition match. Where are they? Stream elements. This guy versus Vermillo and the Freaks. Let's see. Yeah, I'll likely set the Sagittarius free as well. He just needs to actually get enough AI skill for me to be thinking it's worth it. Come on, stream elements. You just need to attack, you don't need to do anything else. You'll get all the training you need so long as you get hits in, even if he blocks it. Well, there goes stream elements. That seems to be fine though. Now we just wait for the two Mermillos to decide to fight each other. Seems to be a tad indecisive. They are just rolling around like madmen. Any minute now. The music's even stops. Like, it knows how anticlimactic it is. There we go. That's some good training for most of them. Let me just let them get healed, maybe heal this person manually. Let's get some more coal pits. And as soon as John wants to freeze healed up, she's just about. Oh, yeah, we need food. I keep forgetting to buy food, that's why I stock up early on. I think at this point, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Don't need anything else from the doctor. What's your whip? It's 126, you're doing well. Which battle do you want to do? You've got two of the behemoths surrounded by lions, or you got the one behemoth. And do the twins. Send you in then. You are coasting lion urine. You do stand a good chance of not getting attacked by the lions. Okay, you've just murdered some of the lions as well as the two behemoths. Lovely. It's just what we like to see. And even better, look at all these slaves we can now just set free. This man, give him some weapons and set him free. He's got very little AI skill, but oh well. Any of these guys I've had for a while have any AI? Not really. This guy, I can make them a Vlets are good for relatively cheap. Grant freedom. So these guys come with half decent AI. Any of them come with good training? No. This guy can be a Frakes. Grant freedom. Can you fight some slaves? I mean, you very much could. I'm not going to though. That's not worth using an exhibition match for. At this point, exhibition matches are quite precious. Make a sizer. Send them in. Grant freedom. Then we can let everyone else train up. Doctor, if we go for disarming shield, will be nice. Dig more coal pits. We should be able to do an exhibition match somewhere, yeah. Who do we send in? Send those two against them two? I guess you... I can't send anyone else against these. Let's see. Sagittarius could be decent. It's hard to say. I do think the team on the left has the upper hand, mostly because they've got vastly more health. Yeah. Oh, I maybe shouldn't have been so hopeful for the right team. But oh well. That's perfectly fine. Not the best training out of it. What we need though is AI training passed down to these guys through mentorship. How much health do you have? I believe it was about 340 last I checked. I'll need to look at it again though. First though, we have an event. You learn of a large wine delivery headed for your competitor's Ludus via a road which is not well travelled. I could do nothing. What need do I have to steal a man's wine? Or I could seize it with force. Competitor is ruthless and would do the same to you. Now, option 2 I think can lose me a gladiator, so I'm going to say option 1. Even though you're not wanting that. Competitor eventually uses the rare wine as a bribe to win the favour of magistrate and legate. Which is fine. You have over 400 health. Okay, you want max agility, there you are. It's getting towards the end of the game now. I think what we want to do is go for him. Send in yourself and also send in this guy. Here we go. Yeah, you're 95 strength. That's perfectly fine. That's all you need for your armour to kick in. You don't even have a lot of armour. Can you have more strength? I mean, I think more agility at this point is going to be better, but if you want strength, I will give you strength. Just sell these. Oh, we've got a lot of money. Let's go for an upgrading spree. Let's get everyone upgraded. Let's just get advanced blades in there. Can't be too expensive to upgrade some of the better guys. That's him fully kitted out. That's you fully kitted out. This guy seems decent. He won't be completely equipped with stuff, but I will make him a bit more powerful. There we are. Stream Elements isn't doing great. For Millo, we need to get upgraded a little. Here we are. Set the Valette free. We'll keep him for... In fact, no, we don't need pit fight money anymore, do we? We'll make him slightly more powerful, then set him free. Grant freedom. Sagittarius will set free in a minute. We need to actually get him some healing and such first. Not after this though, because it's coming up to about 3 hours, which is about how much I want to try and do streaming for whenever I do a stream. I will do some more next week for it. Next week I will do hard mode endless. So that should be fun. No, you're not convincing me, I'm sorry. I am also quite hungry, much like I'm sure you are. No, you're not convincing me, Amy. I'm not doing it. I want to do streaming because I enjoy it, and I'm not going to do more than I enjoy doing. Need more food still. Yeah, food's always a concern this late on. Oh, food. Cool. Yeah, we can do this. Just go murder them. That should be more than enough people. They're all chained up, but we need food, so that's fine. Look at that. They're just massacred. Plenty of money, plenty of food, and a couple of slaves. Look, you're not convincing me. You really aren't. I'm not going to stream more than I'm wanting to stream. If I do stream a bit, it's literally just going to be me going in, doing maybe a pit fight or two, and that's it. I'd enjoy streaming the next time more if I start from scratch, I'd imagine. But I'm sorry, I'm not going to be streaming extra. Just 2 pit fights. If you're that determined, you know what? 2 pit fights aren't that bad. We will start fresh next time regardless. If you're that determined, sure. I don't think I'll be streaming too much in that next endless run. It's really not going to go for long. I don't know why you want me to, but I will. You do seem determined about it. Ah, there we go. That was a nice bit of training for everyone. The AI training in here, which is fine. Got plenty of money, might as well go through upgrading some more people. Such as this man. Here we go. This is over capacity, that's fine. Got advanced blades, get everyone fancy weapons, who we can. These two can both have Jupiter's cock, that's a good weapon. We're needing to set some people free. This guy is looking the most promising, they can go free, they can be a Valette. We go. I know I will set more free. I'm going to wait until closer to the end, see how I'm feeling. What I'd like to do is possibly set Acculator free. He's been here since the start. I kinda want him to go into the last battle too. I'll let you decide in that regard. Other people I'll set free are likely Stream Elements, Enceladus, and Pontius. Apart from that, all the other people who have equipment will be fighting. Seems you want to be a free man, which is fair enough. Can't say I can fault you in that. You need to keep doing exhibition matches. It's just required that we do it. Otherwise, things are going to go badly wrong later on. It's both of you versus these two. Let's see. And you say you'll be a 3 man. You won't be too free, I wouldn't think, by the end of it. I mean, we are just letting you loose with nothing to your name other than the equipment you've got. There we are. Bit of training for people. AI training gets passed down, that's all good. Another exhibition match there, we have a pit fight. I'm not going to risk any pit fights at this stage. Magistrate drunkenly stumbled into your villa, demanding whores and wine. I can get him whores and wine. Suggest you have a lie down and sleep it off. Get drunk and have whores and wine with him. Or suggest he goes home to his wife and sleep it off. Okay, we're between option 1 and 4, and I want to say option 3, so it's a tough one. Okay, you're saying option 3 now, Acculator, we'll go with that then. Magistrate roars in laughter, delighted to have a drinking companion. They both debauch late into the night. Lovely. Need more water, food's doing mostly fine, I'll buy a little bit more. And yeah, I'm not risking that fight. We don't need to, not at this stage. What's Axe stats? Not great. We've had him since the start, he's been doing fair few fights, his stats just don't go up. So, you're not doing great. It's just because of a Sagittarius, it doesn't do well at getting trains during battles, which is how I train people. I think the rest of us, everything's fine. I guess rolling attack. Getting close to the end, I'll fire with Emiratus. Higher. Where are they? Here we are. This person. I'll curse the enemies. Well, we've got a full deck here. It's not needed. That's not needed. That's also not needed. Sure. Back to them. Well, we'll need to see how this goes. It's going to be a curious one. As I don't think I'm massively powerful. I don't think I'm underpowered at all. I'll just need to wait and find out how it goes. Not got much time left. I have one more proper fight, which we'll wait to finish. As soon as that's finished, we'll need to train up some more of these slaves. and then set them free. You train strength now? Of course. There you go. Yeah, everyone's not looking the most powerful ever. I've not got anyone who's become insanely good. So I don't even know if setting people free will be worth it. What I should potentially do is some of the weaker guys, like this guy, just give him that, set him free with nothing. So I believe a lot of enemies try to rush for people with bows and arrows. Oh. I mean, why would I not fight a shirtless man? Sure. He's also chained up. Sure. Yeah, you can fight MMA. It's gonna be a tough one. I don't know if you'll win. He can't break his own chain because he doesn't have a weapon. You got a critical. Not only did you murder him, you murdered him as hard as you possibly could. Look at that training you got from the critical as well. How did you get so much from landing a single hit? That doesn't make sense. I'm confused. This guy can be a Sagittarius, grant freedom. Now we just wait. Got 8 days, now 7, until the next battle. So, for this next battle, let's do a few curses. Legas has been killed. Well, it's nice. Will he be replaced in time? I doubt it, honestly. I wasn't expecting him to die right before the last battle. So let's train a few people up slightly with equipment. Grant freedom. Another slave. They can be a Sagittarius, but I'll give them a small amount of armor. This one, Valette, nice and cheap for what we get. This guy, let's have a 3, because we need someone coming up to the front lines. Grant freedom. This guy I'll give a better shield and such. He's not going to get set free. I'm just making sure he won't immediately die. I was about to click to set him free, but that's more muscle memory than me wanting to. This guy can be a sizer. Grant freedom. And as much as I'd like to set some of these people free, I don't think we're able to. I'll set 3 Sagittarius. We're going to need everyone else, I would imagine. It's going to be a tough fight, this last one. I'm going to be giving these guys even better weapons. This guy gets a decent weapon. There we go. You know what, you're coming into the last battle accumulator. This guy, I just upgraded, he's fine. I believe this is maxed out. Yeah, I think that's about everything I needed to do, so let's just spend the rest of my money. Let's maybe try and buff up the armour of this guy. He's not looking too great. Give everyone max weapon. I mean, I'm assuming they're meaning that weapon actually, never mind. I'm trying to. I think most people do have maxed weapons. Not there. That one can be. No, they can have some better armour. I'm not expecting them to last long. I just need them to last a short while. And we'll save 400 coins in case something goes horrifically wrong. Well, let's find out how this goes. Let's just speed it up. Here we go. I could grant someone freedom. I don't know who though. Kind of need everyone here. Okay, stream elements, I don't expect you to do anything. There we go. One of them's been set free. Well, none of them are starting at full health. They're not quite half health. That big Nickus. Is that named after the dev who pops by? It's never occurred to me, but it could be the dev's named this guy after himself. I believe the dev was called the Big Nick. So that could actually be it. Yeah, I did use the Harpex. So this should be fine. Let's see. Fingers crossed. No, I think I might be losing. Damn. I've lost. It's not an easy fight, that last one, especially not in hard mode. And yeah, that is that then. Yeah, it's supposed to be you send everyone of your gladiators out. You have 15 slots by default. However, I never got that many. I had maybe 8. Yeah, 2 pits, I promised. Endless is still going. Okay. Let's do some pit fights then. I may in you go. From the last pit fight, or from the last endless run I did, you've still survived. Now, I think you've stand a good chance. Yeah, you've just done a fancy roll and chopped his arm off. What else would you like to do? Would you like to do one of these? Let's send you into this as well. Let's watch you one-shot him. I'll let you do all the ones I can. I'm not going to say all of them, because that'll take a while to unlock. You didn't one-shot him. That actually took some time. Yeah, this is a guy who I bought who allegedly lets me get employees better once they've been entirely maxed out. So if I find you a me, if you manage to max out defense and strength, then something fancy would happen. I'll need to figure out some other time though, because defense is hard to train and I'm honestly not bothered enough to get that working in its entirety. But we will keep sending you to battles. Yeah, this is why I quit out the last endless mode, because honestly, it's far too simple this late on. You lost maybe 150 health, 200 at most. It's hardly a challenge. Even more? Alright, let's do something else then. You versus the top 3 other ones I've got. Let's see. We're gonna keep on going. Surely you can't win. Yeah. You took out 2 of them though. That was fun. Bot came out on top. I'll try and get everyone healed up, and then we'll have a massive fight with absolutely everyone. Map of games? I mean, we've got another. Let's send you in. You're not in anywhere near full health, but I'm sure it'll be fine. You've left him on 3 health. This is madness. Getting someone this strong is too simple on normal difficulty, which is why I'm now doing this. Anyway, let's... exhibition match. Max of 28. Okay, top fair few versus just everyone else. There we go. Let's see. This is the last one. We're not doing more than this. There we go. Even some of those slaves managed. There's nothing more to do. What do you want from me, MA? What do you want? There's no more map of games. I can do a chariot race. Sure, you can do a chariot race. And who better to be in the chariot than in me? Let's go. We're sending you to be a charioteer. I'm not bothered enough to make people happy. I'm about to quit out of this in a second. You just murdered your enemy and now you've gotten stuck in their chariot. Oh no. Some might say you've got 2 horsepower right there. I'd honestly say that's a terrible joke, though. Sorry I made it. Okay, you're still going. You're still going strong.